Hey guys, welcome back. I know I've been ghosting you guys, but today I will give you one ghost that you actually want to see, and that's the UX-12 Ghost Circle Random Booster Pack. The Random Booster Pack has seen some controversy, seeing if it's even worth it after all this time. I'm going to be going over this thing pretty fast because there's a lot to go over, so let's get to unboxing this thing. First, we're gonna go over the Red Wyvern Gale. Not the best blade or the best stamina. Not a big fan of it. The recolor's not too bad, but I don't know if I'll really get use out of the one that I got now. Now here is the Red 080. As you can tell, there's three little prongs that stick out of the bottom of the 080, which is the contact points for burst on this ratchet. So it's not really like it has zero sides, but I do like the recolor. And now here I have the Red Cyclone bit. I like this bit. It's a very good barrage attacker and good with extreme rail performance. Altogether, this bay is very good looking color wise, not too bad, but for the performance I'm not really sure how it's going to produce or have high hopes. Now we move on to the piss colored Leon Claw. Now, I'm not a big fan of this blade, not really good at attack or defense. Okay, stamina, I guess. And it's not really heavy at all. Not sure how I feel about the recolor, but it's something different. And now we go to the green 080. I like the color more than the red one. Besides the color, it's the same one. 3 contact points for the bottom pointing down. This one comes with the yellow elevate bit. The bit I really like because I use it on different combos, and to me it's super versatile. I will say altogether the build is aesthetically pleasing, and like the original Leon Claw, this random booster is carried by its ratchet and bit, one of the best ones that you can get in the random booster. Now let's move on to one of the worst. We have a blue recolor of Shinobi Shadow. We get another recolor. I mean, it's nice, but the blade is kind of useless in the Beyblade universe these days. And we get yet another 380 ratchet. We got this ratchet many times before, not really used it for like the Will Rave random booster or even the Silver Wolf. Already got this ratchet a bunch of times. And the flat bit, I've gotten this a bunch of times as well. This is one of the worst you can get out of all the boosters, in my opinion. The ratchets and the bits is something we already got plenty of times, and the blade is really not, much to really talk about. Don't get me wrong, I really like the color scheme they went here, but if I would have got this in the random booster, I would have been pretty pissed. Now let's move to the black recolor of Phoenix Feather. Now, I might be a little biased here, but I really like the black recolor on this. You can have a black and red combo with this if you really want to. And I know for a fact this is going to be the heaviest blade. And it's cool to get this because before all you can get it was through the Core comic books. Now we get to the not so great parts, which is the 260 ratchet, which is terribly burst prone. And that's all I really have to say about that. And we do get a needle bit that comes with it. I don't really know why they gave us a defense bit, but I will say it's good if you don't have it, but you could have gotten a better defense bit in my opinion. The combo itself isn't much. I mean, it looks really cool all blacked out, but I don't really know if this build is gonna be of much use. The parts are nice if you don't have a needle and you want the Phoenix Feather blade, but altogether I'm not sure about this one. Now we get to my favorite booster, the green Ghost Circle. The bit beast looks really cool in green, and it reminds me of Ghostbusters. The hooks look like slime. The blade design I think is really cool looking and very smooth, and also very tiny, and it feels really light. I noticed there's some weird little imperfections on the blade, and I hope it does not affect the blade's performance. Next we get a brown and green 460 ratchet. The color scheme is really cool, but I won't use this because, 460 is very burst prone, but it is a very unique color scheme. Next, we have a green hexabit. I like the hexabit myself for defense builds, and I think it works well for those who have one already and wanted another one for you could put it on your Silver Wolf and Nightmail. The build for this is pretty good looking. I can see this build working decently, but they do have a 460, which is very burst prone, and if the weight is too low, which it is on this one, it could be bullied by heavy hitters. I will say a combo that I would make out of this random set would be the green Ghost Circle with the green 080 and the yellow Elevate bit. Not only do I think this looks by far the best aesthetically pleasing blade you can make, but also I think it would work very well. Now we get to the Prize Bey, the original Ghost Circle. I do like the purple or pinkish hook launchers that look like slime, like I said before. I do like the color scheme of the purple and pinkish. I'm not really sure what the label is color, but I do like the color on it. This one also has little imperfections on the side where it looks like the metal wasn't melded together right, and you can see right here, it just doesn't look properly made. I don't know if mines are like this or anyone else got these, but I was kind of disappointed when I got this. We also get a purple 080, not bad looking. And of course, like I said before, the little contact points on the bottom for bursting, just like the other ones. We do get a orange gear ball. Now let's go over how it looks put all together. It's not bad looking, and I kind of hope that this performs really well, as I don't know how the 080 would perform, and the gear ball bit itself is not the best for stamina, but let's see how this goes. But first, let's go over the blades, weights, and their builds and see if the 080 ratchets differ in weight. Now we're going to be doing some stock battles with Ghost Circle, the other boosters, as well as some meta bays, and go over some combos I had for Ghost Circle. I will be doing the normal shoot like I always do, and also I will be trying to do one after the other to see if I can get different shooting style in there, to see if Ghost Circle at an angle could perform differently. for final thoughts. Even though I understand the build for Ghost Circle being light to move around when hit, and the gear ball to counterattack, along with 080 to kind of bounce off attacks, I don't really think the stock is that good. With the height and the contact points, it is still burst prone and can get easily overfinished. With the 760 ball combo, the idea was to add weight and build a good defense with good stamina. It did alright, but was also very burst prone and overfinish prone, as it was also still too light. With the 960 ball combo, it was the best build for stamina, but it was also too light, and unless you shot it in the corner to evade those first big hits, it would just get bullied around. The booster as a whole is not really worth it in my opinion. I mean, you do get the new 080 ratchet, which can be modded out to switch out the 80 height for the 60 height. You do get an elevate bit, which I feel like is a good bit for balance, and it's a different color. You do get a black phoenix feather, which was at first a Korokora exclusive, and recolors of Hexa and the Cyclone bit, which is nice. The blades were not much to write home about, and some of the ratchets could have been better. And if I didn't get the whole set and would left it the chance, you might get the Shinobi Shadow booster, which I would have been pissed off because it was a nightmare. I really hope this in-depth review helped you to understanding this random booster set better. Stay tuned for more videos, and thank you for subscribing.